So guys, again, I know we have been really inconsistent with when I do them, but I'm back again with another anime review. This time, it being the sequel series to Inuyasha, Yashahime Princess Half Demon. I've spoken about this a lot on here, but recently I got the entire series on DVD and was able to watch the entire series. Like I mentioned a lot before, I had seen a lot of clips from it on YouTube before I began watching the series. That made me really excited to start it. Not to mention the fact that I had finished watching all of Inuyasha earlier this year, and I really enjoyed that. So all that was getting me really hyped to get to start the series properly. And so in the end, while I don't think I loved it the way I thought I would, I really had an amazing time with this series. Like, really, this series made me feel things I haven't felt while watching a show in a long time, and that's something I really love having when I'm really enjoying a show. I absolutely love watching this. That's not to say it's really groundbreaking. That's not to say it's a really groundbreaking show or anything like that, and that it doesn't have problems. It does, but overall, I'm so glad I watched this. Oh, so like I always do with my anime reviews, this will have all the spoilers for the series, so if you don't want anything spoiled, you'll watch the series first, then come back here and watch this. So the basic plot of this series is that the main character is a girl named Toa, who's actually Hisomaru and Rin's daughter, who's living in modern times with Hidome's family, the Higurashi. Hidome's brother showed her in years ago when she was a small girl, and she's now 14. She's also been trying to find her twin sister, Setsuna, who she lost in a forest, but Setsuna is back in the feudal era, and both of them don't know anything about their parents. But one day, Setsuna goes through the Tree of Ages to modern-day Japan, where she meets Toa again. She also came with Moroha, Inuyasha, and Hidome's daughter, and they get welcomed by the family, but they're eventually able to get back to the feudal era and live there with Toa, now upset with being with Setsuna no matter what. And the two of them and Moroha then begin doing jobs as bounty hunters and doing all sorts of jobs, while they also try to find out what happened to their parents, and also trying to help Setsuna recover her sleep because her dreams were taken by something called a dream butterfly, all while they're being hunted by a demon named Hirinmaru. So I guess if you were just going into the series and just started off with the first few episodes, you might think that there's not that much going on, and that's definitely what I thought initially, because the first few episodes mostly get just Toa, Setsuna, and Moroha going on different missions, and we just see their different interactions as they're doing it. And while I imagine some might not find that very appealing to a lot of people, for me, I really enjoy the character so much that I didn't mind it at all. It's like what I said in my Inuyasha review. The main thing I enjoyed about the whole traveling aspect to this were the character's personalities along the way. And these are some of the most fun anime characters I've watched in a while. Following Toa, Setsuna, and Moroha going through this journey was a lot of fun, and watching them interact was great to watch as well, especially given how they are different different. Like Hoa being kind and innocent and way more open, but he's also really serious about how life works in the feudal era. Said, being kind of mean at times and acting super tough and stubborn, but still having a soft side more so than Hisomaru, since she actually shows herself side more, and Moroha being like a combination of Inuyasha and Hidome with Inuyasha's stubbornness at times, but still being more kind like Hidome and having a bit of a mix of it side to her. And I love the dynamic they all had. But yeah, I could see why maybe the first few episodes wouldn't get people hooked immediately, because it does just consist of the three of them doing random jobs, especially if you weren't already a big fan of the franchise. But even in those early episodes, there were small hints showing the bigger picture of what was happening, and that was really interesting, especially in regard to the Rainbow Pearls, the 7 different tiny jewels that the three girls actually have 3 of. And we also learned that there are more, and that Hirinmaru is looking for them for more power, along with his henchmen like Jiro, this woman who they lured later on. And we also meet this guy named Ritu, who begins to have an interest in Toa, but we learn that he's actually a part of Hirinmaru and is in league with him. But I think the series really picks up more when we see a bit more of the Inuyasha characters reappear. Like we see Miroku and Shando come back with their kids, who are now all demon slayers, and we also see that even though we saw their kids kind of briefly in the original series, now they're obviously more grown up and all that, and they occasionally help the three girls every once in a while, and I really like that. But we also, around this time, we learn some more things, like how Toa is like Inuyasha, in the sense that when there's a new moon, she loses her demon powers and takes on a human form for a while. And we also learn about this demon who was actually the one responsible for Toa and Seth being separated when they were younger by burning them before they were living in. And that they were living in at the time, and and from that point we start to learn a whole lot more, like how Rin is actually inside the Tree of Ages and it's being frozen there because of something Zero placed on her that would have caused her body to be covered in crystals, and now her life is actually tied to Zero, which means they can't kill her. And that led to the ending of season 1, where Toa, Setsuna, and Moroha actually see Hirinmaru and actually have a fight with him that actually ends terribly, and even Setsuna ends up getting killed, and that causes both Toa and Moroha to just go nuts on him. And even though they lose, Toa is able to save Setsuna when Hisomaru shows up and gives her the Tensei to use to save her, and that was pretty cool. And that's also when we learn about that Hisomaru actually trapped both Inuyasha and Hidome inside a black pearl, where Inuyasha and Hisomaru get ravaged. But the real big turning point is when we're introduced to Rion, the girl who we learn is actually Hirinmaru's daughter, and is apparently already dead, and is just using some fake body at the moment. But to get to her in the first place, the three of them have to go up some mountain that begin to bring them to different places. For example, Moroha is actually flown into the place where Inuyasha and Hidome are, and we even see them for a brief moment, and we even see the three of them boss each other for a moment.
It's really them! It's my mom and dad! That was Moroha, wasn't it? It was our baby girl!
Yeah. And can you believe just how much she's grown?
And that was cool to see happen, but then when they get to Rion, they decide to help her by taking her along with them. And the next couple of episodes almost kind of feel a little bit like filler, like Moroha helping out Takashio, the small raccoon dog demon who's with Moroha and the other Dolahentia, and Setsuna helping out a princess they met earlier in the series. But the series really begins to come to a close around the time when Toa gets kidnapped by Zero and another demon who begins to make her feel such deep sadness and pain that she transformed into her true demon form and begins to not care about anything, so she almost kills Zero, which Setsuna is able to stop because she knows that she knows about Zero's connection to Rin, which would have caused her to die as well, so she's able to get Toa back to normal. And we also learned that the rainbow pearls were actually made from Zero's tears, and they're actually able to turn her just briefly after Setsuna is able to sever her connection with Rin, but then Ritu kills Zero. But also, yeah, at this point, Ritu kind of become a good guy. I don't know, that probably kind of confused me a little bit. Not him killing Zero, just the point of when he actually becomes the good guy, because he seems like he was just using and lying to a lot of the characters for most of the series, so I'm not exactly sure at which point he turned good, but then we get a really awesome moment when Rin wakes up from being freed, and then Toa, Setsuna, and Moroha try to fight Hirinmaru again, but then Hisomaru shows up and fights him himself, and sends the three of them inside the Black Pearl, and Hirinmaru is able to drain him of his energy. Yeah, that whole part was really cool, and it felt like the plot was moving along in really interesting ways. I love it when an anime plot is able to do that. But from there, Moroha and the others finally get to see Inuyasha and Hidome. The moment that was being built up for so long, and we finally get to see it. And we get a lot of great moments from that too, like Toa telling Hidome about her family and other things like that. But they're eventually able to escape, which leads to Toa and Setsuna reuniting with Hisomaru and Rin, with Toa able to save Hisomaru. Again, it's just really great placements of events that I feel are really well thought out. And not only do they have to deal with Hirinmaru, but they also have to deal with some comet that Hirinmaru is trying to destroy to prove that he's the strongest, like apparently in the other time. So the three girls go there to try to stop this, and it even reveals that one of Toa's teachers is actually Hirinmaru's right arm given a new body. And I was kind of wondering for a while whether or not he was gonna be a good guy or a villain, because he does help the girls out, and he does seem like he wants to save everyone. But after he helps destroy a bit of a comet, he brings it back to the feudal era where he tries to use Rion to destroy the place and all the demons moments like Inuyasha and Shishimaru, and so they managed to get back while also learning that Mr. Hearing again, but he really hoping to create some new worlds for Rion with the comic, and in the ending climax we get a whole bunch of great moments like when Hoa fights him and Ritu kinda sacrifices himself for her, and the three of them manage to get Rion to show what she really wanted with Mate Hearing Maru relent, and then they both died there with Rion, even saving Hoa when it looked like her demon powers were completely drained. And then we get a really nice moment with everyone reunited, and then the final episode shows what everyone is doing now, like Moroha and Inuyasha, they're fighting together, Hoa says, and Rinta, and it even reveals that Ritu came back to life. That's definitely something that felt like a bit of a cop-out, but it did give us a nice moment between him and Hoa. And then the actual final moment with Hoa, Setsuna, and Moroha talking on the beach was really nice. And then I think the series kind of ends with that. I say that because it really does feel like the show really finished up completely there. I've been wondering for a while if there's gonna be a season 3, but for me it doesn't really look like it because everything seemingly wraps up there with everything that was being set up being answered. It doesn't really add anything to be explored later on. If there is more, I'd definitely be curious to check it out and see more of these characters. But for the first 2 seasons alone, I had an absolutely amazing time with it. Again, it's like I said before, when I watched this, it gave me feelings of real investment in the characters and the plot as it was moving along, and I just love it when a series gives me that feeling. Not to mention the fact that I did just really enjoy the characters so much. My favorite was either Moroha or Hoa. I just found both of them to be extremely likable and fun to watch. The same goes to the dub. I really enjoyed a lot of the performances. Erica Mendez, Kara Butland, and Morgan Berry are perfect as Hoa, and Moroha, especially Morgan Berry and Moroha. I feel like she did a fantastic job capturing Moroha's fun-loving and energetic side, as well as her more dramatic moments, and she just fit the role flawlessly. And even in the earlier episodes, which, like I said, did kind of feel a little bit like filler, but because I enjoyed the characters so much, I didn't really mind. Not to mention the fact that the series itself is only 48 episodes long. It was not like it was gonna be all that long anyway. And even then, just having the plot slowly progress in various ways was interesting. Like when old characters from the original series show up, like I said before, like Miroku, Sando, and Shippo, and so on. And even beyond that, there are times in those early episodes when they sort of introduce something small that I almost thought was kind of pointless, but then some of those things actually do have relevance later on, and in some pretty clever ways, I thought. And I just loved how the series just progressed in various ways and had so many amazing moments that gave me more appreciation for this franchise. And it helped cement the fact that this franchise is somewhere up there as one of my favorite anime franchises of all time. I just love this so much, and it's a series I would love to watch again at some point. The animation being as well as you amazing. I love how it still has the same style as the original series and takes it to higher levels. Again, I'm not sure if there's gonna be more of this after this. Like I said, the ending did kind of feel like it was a definitive ending. It didn't feel like there was much more left to do. But again, if they do more, I definitely check it out. But I definitely want to check it out just because just to see what they do. But and yeah, I'm not sure if I ever did have, then I don't know if I would ever do a second part of this review. I'm happy with just this one. But anyway, yeah, overall, it's like I said at the start, and even in other entries before now, I mentioned how I was so excited to get started on this series, and I had a great time with it. So yeah, I would recommend checking this series out, especially if you already really like the Inuyasha friends. Yeah, then I'm so glad it's part of canon now. And so, yeah, that's my review for Yashahime Princess Half Demon. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all liked this video. If you did, then please like this video. Please comment down below to tell me what you think. Please follow me on Twitter at Yashahime. Hey, and Disney fan, where I do Kingdom Hearts and Disney. Please every day, and please subscribe for more videos like this coming soon. I'll see you all next time. Take care.